I feel like really nervous, and just getting a text from a friend just means a lot right now. I was like, kind of almost cried. Hi ID, I'm Rosé, and this is my ID Asks. I'm going to be answering questions from friends, collaborators, and my number ones. Oh, got a text. Oh my god, this is so cute. Oh my gosh, what? So my friend Suju says, Rosie, we are so proud of you. Can you share a favorite line from a song on your album, and can you tell us why? That's so hard. This is the hardest question. Like, it's actually giving me anxiety. I think the most fun line is, I can forgive you for a lot of things, for not giving me back my Tiffany rings, but I'll never forgive you for one thing, my dear. You wasted my prettiest years. That's a fun one. I'm not going to say it's my favorite because I'm probably going to sleep at night being like, oh my God, but this is my favorite. But I definitely think that's like one of the most fun lines I have in the album. Thank you, Suju. Oh, Benny Blanco. Interesting. How did you guys get this? If you were going to die tomorrow, what's the last meal you'd have? If the world was ending, my last meal would be this tuna kimchi stew that my mom makes, and just anything my mom would make. I'd like whatever she gives me, I would gobble it up, and that'd probably be my best meal. Wow, Benny, hi. Thank you for the question. This is crazy. Petra Collins. Oh my gosh, this is fun, guys. Okay, Petra asks, if you were to describe this album in 3 films, what would they be? XOXO Petra. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, Sex and the City, and Inside Out, I think. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, because like, aren't they like kind of like a toxic couple? They're a bit toxic, but it's hot and they're obsessed. Sex and the City, because my friends always say I'm such a Carrie. And Inside Out, because it's just like, it was an album of me getting to know how I deal with my emotions and being very honest, open and honest about my feelings. Yes. Thank you, Petra. Miss you. Brie Larson. Whoa. Oh my gosh. How do you feel after you perform live? I personally get a huge adrenaline rush. My friends and family would come to see me after shows, and they would be like, oh my gosh, you must be so tired. Thank you for meeting me. And I'm more than happy to meet my friends and family after a show. Like, I have all this energy built up inside of me. So I'm usually really like ready to celebrate. That I'm like off work and I did a great job, hopefully. And I feel really energized. Oh, so I just got a text from Pablo Vitar. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. And she asks, what kind of music do you like to listen to when you're not working? I love you. Lately, I've been listening to my album because I've noticed that once you release music, it kind of becomes the world's. So I'm trying to enjoy my last few moments with it by myself because it's still like, they still feel like my babies. But then if I like put it up into the world, I feel like I'm going to feel like, I don't know. It always feels a bit different once it's out. So I've been trying to listen to my album as much as I can lately. Usually it stresses me out, but now it's like all wrapped up. And that's what I have to settle with. So yeah. Ooh. So I got a text from Hannah Diamond. Thank you, Hannah, for sending in your question. She asks, who would be on the creative dream team to bring your artistic vision to life? I think I may have gotten my dream team, which is Bruno. So I had APT, the song, and everyone was so excited about it. And it was definitely like a big mission to kind of have that come to life, and how can I like bring that energy and live up to that expectation was a big project for me. But I feel like when Bruno jumped on it, it was like it was there, the energy was there, and it was like perfect. So I think I got my dream team, Bruno Mars and Rosé. Oh, got a text from Bella Porch. She asks, I'm so excited to hear about your debut album. What was the process like creating the new sound for your album? Thank you, Bella, for the text. The process was pretty organic, I would say. Days that I thought would be more like experiments kind of ended up being like part of the album. I started the whole thing, kind of fresh. I had never really been fully a part of the songwriting process before. So for me, it was like, okay, I've just got to start someday, and that's today. And I went in kind of, thinking I'm going to learn a lot from this. And even though I'm not perfect, I'm going to push through, and one day I will create this album. But then as those days kind of stacked on, my friends and family started responding and saying that I should wrap this album up and really make it something. And so I trusted in their opinions, and I'm very grateful for them because I ended up continuing to do that over the past year, and that's how this album was created. The studio ended up becoming a big, safe place for me, and I felt like a therapy session every day, actually. Oh, she asked another question. Are there any fun studio stories you have from recording your debut album? I think the making of APT, and it was like, I think it was midnight, and I was teaching the boys how to play Korean drinking games. I was like, I'll teach you guys some Korean drinking games. And my favorite drinking game is APT because it's like the most simple, it's very straightforward. And so I was like, this is how you play it. Rosé's random game. And they like kind of like all lost their mind. They were like, what? They were like, oh my God, this is the best. And I'm like, what? Like, why do you like it so much? And they were like, again. So I was like, we should write a song with this game. But it was too late in the day, and the next day I rocked up to the studio and I brought it back up, and then that's when we wrote APT. So that was like a fun little moment that I remember. Devin Lee Carlson. Hi, Devin. She sent a question. She asks, if you could have written any pop song, what would it be? Love You. I think I would have written We Found Love by Rihanna. I love that song so much. We love Rihanna. I think it's just it's like a song that makes you feel young and excited for love. And it makes you want to party and dance, but then also be like, it makes you feel like you want to be in love in a hopeless place. I think it's the best, and I love that era of Rihanna. Last text. Amy Allen just texted, love you, Amy. She co-wrote a lot of my songs on the album, and she's the most talented person on earth. She asks, Rosie, if you could pick a room in a house, a time of day, and a food to be eating for your fans while they listen to the album start to finish, what would they be? That is the best question. My gosh, so thoughtful, of course. Definitely in bed, in your own bed, in your favorite blanket. I would suggest listening to it at either 3 a.m. or midnight. What food? Something sweet. I think it should be something sweet. I'll go for my Haribo sour gummy bears, and I would have a beer next to me. Just a nice cold one, just one for the album. That's the cutest question. Love you, Amy. All right, so I think that's it. No more texts are coming through. Thank you all for watching. I'm Rosé, and that was my ID Asks. Bye, ID.